I mean, we found an old boss here, but that's it. So you'd think we should just have been able to go to the pirate stronghold and then never visited this place at all. Unfortunately not. I think I'll pick up the other beacon just so it doesn't bother me. Tighten whatever you humans have instead of bolts, and let's get going. I love that line. So the pirate stronghold is straight ahead. We'll be facing enemies and exploding barrels all along the way. But I love this area so much. Just sailing around again. So much more enjoyable than Wind Waker. I mean, don't get me wrong, Wind Waker was beautiful, and exploring around was... it just felt so good. But it did have its follies. Namely, taking 2 or 3 minutes to get anywhere. Yeah, they should all be dead, so everything will be fine. Yep, it's only important that you feel better. I'll be fine. There's another bird statue over here. Probably never gonna have to come down here again. You can explore around all you want. I think I hear some cicadas. But the only way we're going to be able to progress is actually down here. You have to do a decent amount of exploring to find it, too. It's actually down here behind the boxes. Please take a look. Yeah, it looked like that used to hold a timeshift stone. So I guess we're gonna have to find a timeshift stone. But can we move timeshift stones? I guess we're gonna have to if we want to power this place up again. So where do we go from here? Gotta bring a timeshift stone back. The music in this place is pretty interesting too, like you have wave patterns on the walls. It's really nice. Hi guys, I don't care about you. So we can run right through here, I guess. Just jump along the sides if you can. Like, restore some stamina here. If you will let me, game. You'll find a lot of the time you can just run right past the enemies if you can't be bothered to deal with them. But all these spikes on the walls, it looks like, hey, timeshift stone. It's a timeshift orb, to be precise. It has the same power as a timeshift stone, but it's designed to be carried around. Interesting. So anywhere we walk with this thing will be driven into the past state. And you can see one of the things that was in the present but not in the past. You can see all the lights are active and everything as we bring this around, and this place just looks so much more alive. It's really refreshing to see this again. But of course, this guy's back. But now that we have the stronger sword, he takes half as many hits to kill. So now we don't have to do a finishing blow in order to kill him, because he dies in 3 hits instead of 6. Super convenient. So of course we have the BMOS again. And one thing I didn't know is that you can't actually reflect his beam back at him with a shield bash. It makes no sense at all, but you can. You'll also notice there are some barriers that are only there in the past, but not in the present. Case in point, those. And in there's 100 rupees. Only as much money as we can get. There isn't too much left for us to buy, but what little is left for us to buy costs a decent chunk of money. And I want to say in here are some ancient flowers for us to collect as well. I doubt we're going to need any more, but just in case we do, like maybe if something breaks and we need to, you know, redo all of the enhancements that we did, it can't hurt to have a couple extra. Because one thing I neglected to mention, whenever we're upgrading stuff, if you lose it or it breaks, you can only buy back the basic one. You need to upgrade it all over again. That means you need all of the stuff that you used to upgrade it in order to be able to upgrade it again. So I hope you're collecting spares of everything that you may or may not need. But you can see over here, if we go too far is another barrier. So we'll want to set this thing down back here so that we can actually run through and then activate the switch. That'll allow us to bring the timeshift orb with us. Otherwise, the electric gate would have been there, we wouldn't have been able to pass through with it. So we can go through here, we have another one of these rooms that has all the quicksand there. And in there, it doesn't look like we can get there. Unless we remove those barriers. So even though they're reusing the I'm getting all the evil crystals now, are you kidding me? Where were these before I ground for them, huh? But you can see, even though we're still reusing the same timeshift mechanic, they're doing it in new and different ways that we haven't seen before. So it's a fresh take on an old favorite, and I like it. But in here are more guys. I forget if we can run right past them. We can run right past them. Suck it, guys. Maybe we can't run past him. Okay, you I know we're not going to be able to run past. One of you I'm going to have to be able to kill. Come on. I'm not going to be dealing with you all day. Oh, I can only shield bash it, but I can't actually strike it back at him. Okay, and you... Let's go. Had enough. Can only run past so many enemies. There's a dude over here. But there's an electric gate over there that we can't get past. What we can do... And I forget why we want to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. Because whenever we see a block and a button, put two and two together. Yeah, it switches up the bars there. So now we can actually get through the door if we enter into the past state. And this should bring us very close to where we're trying to go. But we're going to want to do this in such a way that certain barriers are active. Like, for instance, this one over here is only gone in the past, but this one's only gone in the present. And you can see that's the barrier we're aiming for. So this can be a bit confusing, where certain barriers are only up in certain places at certain times. And it's interesting to see new takes on old mechanics. But I think the idea is we want to put this over here so that this is... Oh yeah, you're here. So that this barrier is gone, but it's still close enough to this side that it gets rid of the barbed wire guarding the lever here. And I think I'll try shield bashing the guy's beam if I can get a lock on him. There we go. It makes no sense that you can do that, but you can do that. Don't question that. There's another guy I don't want to deal with, and you guys are probably going to be a pain if I don't deal with you. I think I actually have to deal with you. Guy, can you let me get my item before you attack me? I'd appreciate that so much. Will this guy get in the way? Yes. Fantastic. And now I have to move the timeshift stone again if I want to be able to get to him. Fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you, game. Love you too. Get the timeshift orb. Great! I had no time to react to him. Good. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Love you too. Thank you, game. I have just barely... Can I, like, roll this over to him? Nope. Got game. Because as soon as I roll this over to him, he's going to jump towards me. and not give me enough time to pull out the freaking gust bellows, and the camera's gonna change on me, and I have no... Why is this so hard? These guys are so easy to deal with, and yet the game is finding ways to make it difficult in ways it shouldn't be. What? Oh, now it's up the front. Now it's not in the back anymore. Really? Why, game? Why do you do this? Parts of the game that have never given me any trouble in my entire life are only giving me trouble when I'm recording. It's the best feeling in the world. Fairy, I could use you right now. Although you only heal 6 hearts, so I could still use another heart. Oh, the silliness. These things aren't dropping anything. No bombs, no... Well, there are the bombs now that I mention it. Why can't you be like that always? When I ask for something, or when I complain about something, can you just give it to me? Is that so hard? Okay, so his mouth opened. Those look like ships to me. Did we find the ship? No kidding. But now that this barrier's up, we're not going to be able to get out the way we came, so it's convenient that this door finally opened. But don't get too handsy when you leave. This game's going to direct you forward. We're going to see a bunch of masks from old ships. But before you go, behind you is a clawshot target. And that clawshot target leads up to another clawshot target. Which leads up to a goddess cube. Really easy to miss. So did we actually find the ship we were looking for? Is it down here? Are we good? One of these have the flame? Right. Good, so now we can figure out which one of these has the flame on it, right? Right. Is it this one? This one? This one? Maybe? Oh no, it's all the way out there, isn't it? It's all the way out there. Well, poo. Guess we have a lot more work cut out for us than we thought we did. So, this is UniversalGiant. I think it's clear based on going through this area that I should probably take a break. So next time, we'll search for that ship, see if we can find Nehru's flame. Till next time.